to dive into how to create memorable brand experiences. And to do this, you really need to create an emotional connection with your audience. So no matter how you execute a marketing or training strategy, if your audience is disinterested or forgets your message, it's wasted. So how can you make your pharma marketing stick in the minds of healthcare professionals? And how can you deliver a message that really evokes action? And so there's two main ways to create memorable brand experiences, and this is really through storytelling, and the second is through immersive campaigns.
So why do we tell stories? Stories and narratives, they're used for many reasons. One is that a good story is memorable. When we're absorbing information, we're more likely to retain ideas when they're presented as stories. So being able to convey your message as a story will make it more memorable and tangible for your audience. Another is that it sparks emotional engagement. So most of our decisions are based on emotion and then justified with logic after. A good story can move, motivate, and inspire. It can drive change. So a lot of times we want to compel our audience to take action or jump on board with us. So storytelling is a powerful tool to connect with your audience. And thanks to this connection, you'll be better able to call your audience to action. So that is the power of storytelling. And so the saying goes, never underestimate the power of a good story. But what does a good story look like? So good stories tend to have these characteristics. A good story is personal, which means that it's about people. So we're naturally interested in other people. So it's important to describe the people in your story, what's important to them, what makes them tick. And a good story is relevant to the audience. So you might have a very inspiring story to share, but if the audience can't relate to it, your story won't be impactful. So the story has to relate to the situation of your audience. And a good story is emotional. So what do you want your audience to feel? How will you trigger that empathy and understanding within the listener? Good stories are succinct. So people are busy and they want to hear the part of the story that really matters to them. A good story finally should have a clear call to action. So you want your audience to do something. So be clear about what it is in your story. And finally, you want to make sure that you're using the right story structure that will help you to call your audience to action in a clear and effective way. So stories that call to action, they tend to follow a common structure called the hero's journey that includes these elements.